This is Jessica Bowman with the Show Your Heart Out virtual show number 2 for the series. This is the open horsemanship pattern for walk, trot, canter. So this pattern, as some of the previous ones, we want to be ready before cone A, walk to A, we're jogging to B, do a 360-degree turn to the left, perform an extended jog from B to C, followed by a 90-degree turn to the right. Lope a half circle to B on the right lead. At B, perform a flying lead change and lope a half circle to A on the left lead. Stop at A and back approximately 1 horse length. So in this pattern, again, as with a lot of the other ones, I'm really looking for a rider to hit their marks. So we want to make sure we start plenty before A to really demonstrate a full walk, 5 to 6 strides at least, because that is a scored part of this pattern. Jogging to B, we want to have a plan right from the start, really, that we have to make a 360-degree turn to the left. And we're stopping with our horse's front feet at that cone and leaving enough space to make that left turn without hitting the cone or knocking it over. We jog again, the extended jog from B to C. So I really want to see differentiation between our A to B jog and our B to C jog. Stopping again, front feet at C, doing a 90-degree turn to the right. And we lope off a half circle around to B, where we do a lead change. Now, I missed that this pattern specifically requires a flying lead change, so I am not going to dock anyone for only doing simples today. Usually, you always perform a pattern as written, but I would have actually changed this to a simple if I'd caught that prior to this pattern. So you're going to do the lead change, lope another half circle back to A, stop, and back. So our second place for this class was Stephanie. So right here at the beginning, Stephanie has her horse pretty straight. She's got enough distance before cone A that we can really demonstrate a full walk. But I would like to see her in her position, kind of open her chest up, bring her elbows back, pull her shoulder blades together, and that's going to get that horse to bridle up even more for her and show just more confidence and get more forward movement out of that horse. Okay, good transition into the jog. I'd like to see her maybe even lengthen that stirrup a little to get that heel down, get her leg back underneath her. Good stopping point right here. A little tight to the comb, but she did leave herself space. Now this turn starts out really, really nice. Then right here we start to get stuck. So when we get stuck like that, we need to kind of move our hand forward, actually encourage the forward motion in the turn to keep that horse from backing up. Okay. Nice jog to C. I'd like to see a little more difference from B to C from her A to B jog, but she is in a smaller arena, so she has a very short distance to make that happen. Okay, same thing in that 90-degree pivot. Horse loses its forward motion, so he kind of steps back. But her lopes and her lead changes are really nice. They're well shaped. Need to set that horse up maybe just a little bit more for our stop, get him a little more collected before asking so we don't get that head toss. Nice soft back up, but again, we see a little bit of kind of hesitation, that hand up, not really sure how hard to pull back on that horse. And I want that hand to stay down in position and not kind of creep up like that at the end. But really nice job, Stephanie. And our first place in this class is Bailey. So nice job here. Horse is straight. We get to see a full walk. Jogs right off at the cone. I'd like to see her open up in that chest and sit back just a little bit more. Stops nice here. Maybe 1 foot too far past that cone, but not by much. Okay. Pretty nice pivot here. Rider does start to lean off to the side a little as we close it. We want to stay centered over that horse's back. Really nice extended jog. Shows a big difference from that first jog. Nice clean 90-degree pivot here. Horse gets a little anticipation going into that lead change. Want to make that loop just a little bit rounder, make sure it matches the size of this one. That first one was a little larger, but overall pretty nice position here. I'd like to see her just bring her chin up a little, open her chest a little bit, but I really like the connection she has in her seat. Really nice stop and back at the end. Very little resistance on the horse's part. So really nice job, Bailey.